Welcome to our interactive ONEG Shabbat for L'Dor Va-Dor. It's May 8th, 2020. Shabbat Shalom and happy Mother's Day on Sunday to all of you. We're so pleased that you joined us tonight, and we've got family and friends of some of our members, and that's really special. Thank you very much. Without any further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Rose Lopater, who is going to sing Shabbat Shalom for us.
Happy Mother's Day and Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you very much, Rose. Now I'm going to let Rabbi Barry speak if he'd like to share a few words with us.
Hey, I'll take my 2 minutes. I appreciate that. It's good to see everybody here gathered here for the Shabbat celebration on Mother's Day, which I've expanded to include Mother Earth, because I think we should always take the opportunity to give thanks for the source of all of our lives. And it's also Teacher Appreciation Day. I'm married to a teacher, and we revere Moshe Rabbeinu. He could do a lot of great things. He was a conqueror. He stood up to Pharaoh. He's the only one to speak face to face with God. But the way we remember him is Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses the teacher. Being a teacher surpasses all of those things. So it's great to be here on Teacher Appreciation Day. I also hope that we will never let anyone mute us. As the people in DC, they want to mute us. They want to stop us from speaking. And we need to mutate from sheep into roaring lions. We need to make sure that our voices are heard, because all that's necessary for bad things to happen is for people to do nothing. And I keep hearing people saying, oh, it's terrible what's going on. I'm so depressed. I'm so upset. I'm so worried. Stop being worried. Stop being depressed. Get out and raise your voice in some way and do something. We all need to get out from under this lethargy and do something. It's great to be here with all of you. We have a tremendous team that's working on this Shabbat celebration. We have Sharon, we got Rose, we got Andy right here who's doing tremendous work, and all of you and the congregation that supports L'Dor Va-Dor. We really appreciate it. I'm so glad to see Rachel and Louise here from up north. It's great to see them, and it's really good to connect with everybody online. And I hope to hear from them. I haven't heard from them in a little while, but I hope everybody will share some thoughts. Share some thoughts about Mother's Day, about Mother Earth, about anything you heard in the Shabbat celebration. We love feedback. The positive is good. The negative is even better, so we can do better. And share any thoughts you'd like on this wonderful Shabbat, because this is our time to socially connect. And nobody here should ever use the term social division or social isolation or social distancing. Forget that term. Physical distancing and social connection. We're here to socially connect. So let's have at it. Everybody join in, and let's hear from everybody.
Thank you, Rabbi. And thank you for the beautiful Shabbat service and celebration of mothers that we had earlier. Thank you very much. I'd like you all now, if you didn't hear me before, click on participants at the bottom, and then you'll get a white pane down the side on the right-hand side. And if you want to speak, just on the bottom, it says raise hand, a little blue button, and a little hand will be raised, and that way I can call on you and unmute you, because otherwise it's kind of gets a little chaotic if I leave all the microphones on, because maybe dogs barking and babies crying, etc. But we'd love to hear from you if you have any simchas, birthdays, anniversaries, good news, bad news, about your mother, memories, about your childhood, whatever you'd like to speak about. I know that it's a very special day for me. My husband and I are celebrating our anniversary. We were married on Mother's Day this Sunday, 33 years ago, by Rabbi Sam Silver Rabbi Barry's father. And so that's very special for us. And I'd like to hear from all of you. So I've got Emily. Let's go for Emily first.
Well, I'm just
Emily?
so happy to see Heidi here and William. I wish I could be with you Mother's Day while she's been home working and William's been studying. Heidi's been baking different kinds of colors every week for Shabbat, right, Heidi? My favorite one, I think, is the cheese one. What was the one that you did this week?
Wait a minute. Where? Okay.
Can you
they're-
unmute her?
Wait, I gotta see where they are. Okay, yeah. Okay, I gotta find them. Oh, I just missed them. Okay, hold on. Heidi. Yes, go Heidi.
What did you make this week?
One with apples and raisins and one with onions and poppy seeds.
Ooh,
Wow.
well, I can't wait to see you again. I love you, honey. It's good to see you and William. And where's Anthony?
Living room.
Oh, hi, Aunt.
Yeah, William and he were doing some construction work today, so he's chilling out.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this.
Well, I follow directions.
Yeah, right.
Heidi, would you like to share any memories or anything
Oh,
with us?
No, as you all know, my mom is pretty intense. She gets stuff done. My husband and I were laughing today because my son has decided to re-landscape the backyard and renovate the garage, and we've been calling him Emily because he's getting stuff done. So that's kind of her MO.
thank you. I always thought OCD was a compliment.
Yeah, I know. there are two edges to that particular sword.
Thank you guys for sharing. That was lovely. And thank you, Heidi, for being part of the celebration of Mother's Day. And Emily's really special to us. So thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay. Carol, go ahead.
Hi. Hi, Emily.
Hi, Carol.
Hi. Okay, so firstly, I'd like to welcome up in the right-hand corner my son, Richard Kahn, and his wife, Amy Kahn. They're in South Carolina. I think they're waving to you now. We miss them a lot, and hopefully when this virus is over, or maybe before, they'll drive down and visit. So that'll be good news. The other news is that, well, it's a sad day for me because 32 years ago, on Mother's Day, my wonderful, special, amazing, sweet, loving mother died on Mother's Day 32 years ago. So it's a very special day, and it's a little sad, but I see all of you, and I see my son there, so that makes me happy. And Rabbi, if not for you, I don't know where we'd be, and Emily and Suzanne and Harris and everybody that we love there. I send you my love, Rose too, and we'll be together soon, I hope. Take care, stay well.
Thank you. Richard and Amy, you want to say something?
Amy?
Yeah, well, this is a really trying time for everybody. And
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
somewhat emotional.
okay. Okay, that's okay.
My mom really loved her mom. And just hearing her talk about it.
Richard, it's okay, Richard. It's okay, Richard. It's okay. You were the best grandson. Nana loved you, and I love you, and don't be upset. She's watching us. She's watching
Just,
us.
it's just family is tough. I sent you out a Mother's Day present. It's going to be a few days late,
It always is. It always is.
but you'll know it's from me when you get it.
Okay.
It's good to see all you guys. I thought it was a service. My father said it was a service, so we thought we were going to be at the service tonight. But
Oh, I have to say something. I have to say something. My
Go ahead.
daughter-in-law, everybody, my daughter-in-law, Amy, move over a little bit.
I'm trying to show you what I made today.
Okay, but first let me tell you, Amy not only converted to Judaism before they were married, but she sings, reads, and teaches Hebrew in their local Hebrew school. So 3 cheers for Amy. She's amazing, and we're very
Wow.
proud.
Oh,
Wow,
thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Still waiting
That
for
is
that trip
awesome.
to Israel. Can you see that?
No,
It looks like fried matzah.
No.
No?
What
Okay.
is
What you would eat on matzah? It's my belated Passover charoset.
Okay.
I thought
Okay.
when I went to make it, I thought I had walnuts in the cabinet, and I didn't, and I just was, too exhausted and upset to go to the store, and I've been craving it like crazy. I'm on a Facebook group called Quarantine Cooks, and we share recipes, and I made this today, and I took a picture. You take a picture of what you're cooking, baking, what have you, and share it, and tips and everything. And within about 5 seconds of when I posted it, I said, guess what I made today? And somebody answered me right away. So that was fun.
By the way, you don't have to put walnuts in it. You can do it without nuts because my family is allergic. So you can do it without nuts.
Too.
Yeah.
Our son is too. I usually just make it for him a separate,
Yeah.
little amount of apples. And since we moved to the South last year, I actually made it with pecans for the first time. I've always made it with walnuts. And but I think it helped the guy guess because I had the bottle of Manischewitz just sitting right there behind it too.
Sharon, you're
Anyway.
allergic to all nuts?
Well, I guess that's all we're gonna say for you
All
guys. It's good that you all have each other down there, and we'll be down there soon, a few more weeks. If things cool down, maybe we'll take a ride or figure
Sharon?
out.
that would be great.
I
I
That would
just
be
want to
great.
let you know that if you were anticipating this would be the service, you can still watch the service by clicking on the website, and you'll see the actual Shabbat service, and you can share it with your friends.
Okay, good deal. All right.
Thanks, Richard.
Thanks,
Thank
Nice
you,
guys.
chatting
Amy.
with you.
Us
Nice
tonight.
seeing you.
That's
Take care.
awesome. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys. Thank you, guys. Okay. Oh, Rose has her hand up. Okay, Rose, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. I want to give a shout out to Karen Solwitz. She has gone through a hell of a year with her children, with her everything, with her. I don't want to go into detail, but this is a woman that really rolled with the punches all year long. I thought we were going to lose her at one point. She was just going to, jump ship. But she was determined, and she's now smelling like a rose. She's come through it all. So I just want to wish a very happy Mother's Day to what a mother. I don't think I could have done it, to my friend Karen Solwitz.
How nice was that? That's
Happy
beautiful.
Mother's Day, Karen.
Karen, are you with us?
Hi, I'm here.
Okay. You can back up what Rose said.
Where is she? Rose, thank you.
Oh, there
Thank
you are.
you.
Hi, Karen.
Hi. Long time
hi,
no see,
Amy.
everyone.
Oh, it's lovely to see you. Hi, Amy. Hi, Amy. It's good to see you guys.
You don't want to see Ken? Hope Ken is nosing.
Hi, Ken. Shabbat shalom, guys. That's very nice. Very
Thank
nice.
you, Rose.
You're
I'm going to
welcome.
put everybody on the gallery. That way I can see everybody's hands. Okay, I'm going to call on Jane. Jane, go ahead.
I can't see myself, so you'll have to look. But my daughter and my granddaughter are on. Shari Scott, they're up in New York, and I don't know when I'm going to see them. But cluttered in their house. But they sent me such a beautiful gifts for Mother's Day. I have to read you what my daughter wrote. A mom like you is as hard to find as a container of Lysol. I got you this instead. You might like to use them for listening to music, a Zoom meeting, or when talking with us. Happy Mother's Day. Love, Shari. She gave me the earpods, earphones, whatever. I have no idea how to use them. I'm still trying to figure them out for my phone, but I will one day. And my grandson, they sent me something else, but they said, they call me Ma. They said, we may run out of toilet paper, but we'll never run out of love for you. So they sent me a bouquet of flowers, and it's really beautiful. I can bring it over. And they're actually, I didn't realize that they're, to go into the bathtub, you pull out the petals. So it's really cute.
Oh, what a
So,
great idea.
yeah, I'll show you. It's really
Okay, that's great.
But-
Sherry and
I'm glad
Sherry,
to-
you wanna speak a little bit?
Well, we're here on Long Island.
She went to get the flowers to show us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we're totally in full lockdown, quarantine. Haven't even been out of the house. It's been a little rough, you know, with two teenage kids, boy and girl, brother and sister. So it's been challenging, but we're, you know, doing our best. And we've been talking with Ma daily, and doing FaceTimes and things, you know, and it's just, you know, it's not easy for anybody to be in this kind of situation. It's new to everyone. But again, we're doing what we can, and, you know, this shall pass. That's always actually been my mom's motto. So trying to use that now in this time.
well, she's the one that has that motto, one day at a time. The little one that's sitting there, Allie, who's now 12, was born at 26 weeks, 2 pounds, 1 ounce.
Wow.
So she's my miracle grandchild for sure. But and she has an older brother. And he wrote this. I'm going to put it on. Are you still collecting for the, you know, for pictures with
Yeah.
saying?
Absolutely.
Well, he
Pictures with
did
signs.
this. He wrote, bring others closer to your heart with language, and it's love in all different languages, and it's a world in the shape of a heart.
Ah, very nice.
He had to do it for school, so I said, that's perfect.
Oh,
Okay.
isn't that beautiful?
That's the rabbi, Sherry, in case you
Yeah.
should see him.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, we've got, go ahead.
Sharon.
Carol, go ahead.
Hi, Sharon, hi. I just want you all to welcome our friends from Michigan. It's Gail and Sid Mins. They came to visit us, although they live 10 minutes away, but they came to share Shabbat with us and enjoy our very special rabbi and our friends at Temple, okay? So say hi to Gail and Sid Mins.
Hi.
Gail and Sid, hi.
Hi, I just want to tell you that we are snowbirds from Michigan, and we love your congregation. We are very close to our congregation at home, but yours is so unique.
Hold on.
And-
We've got-
Feedback
okay.
from your,
We're getting feedback. Okay.
We're sitting across from Carol and Jerry. Yeah.
turn
We
your
become.
mic
you
off.
turn it off?
Turn your mic off.
Okay, better?
Yeah, you can only have one computer in a house. Okay, go
Now
ahead.
you have to raise yours.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And we have always loved your services, and we would just want to tell you that this service was our daughter, who was 45. It was her bat mitzvah, May 8th, 1988. So it really brought back memories when I heard this.
And I wanted to congratulate Rabbi. This Wednesday in the Jewish Journal, I noticed you had your opinion article published, and I got to read that. That was nice.
It's fabulous.
And enjoyed the audio-visual parts of your pre-recorded service. They're really, really very good.
Thank you.
This week, our grandchildren did something that gave us a lot of nachas. Our 4 grandchildren from both our children combined to form a business where they are delivering challahs on Friday. This is up in Michigan. And they're working together. One's got the east part of the city, and one's got the west part of the city with the orders they get in. And they're giving 10% of whatever they earn to the COVID charities, which I thought was really, really nice.
How beautiful is that?
The best part is watching them all work together. They're from 11 to 18. And it's wonderful.
That's really nice. Thank you,
job.
Gail and Sid. That was beautiful. Thanks for sharing all that. I really appreciate that. I saw a couple hands up. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, Karen. Let me unmute Karen. Go ahead, Karen.
Hi, Sharon. I want to wish you a very happy anniversary on Sunday.
Thank you
And,
very much.
and like I told you, unfortunately, there's always good with bad. It will be my dad's 33rd anniversary on actually Mother's Day that he passed away. So, you know, it's a solemn day. Hopefully, if it's not raining too bad, I'm hopefully going down to the cemetery, and it's Mother's Day, so I'll say hi to both my parents. But it was nice seeing everyone. This is cool. It took me a while to get my face on the picture, you know, involved with you all. And Rose, a special thank you to a really, really good friend. I love you. And I love you, Sharon. And maybe I hope you have a good anniversary. Under the circumstances, of course.
Yeah.
And hopefully in the not too distant future, we could all see each other in person.
Yep.
Sharon.
Shabbat shalom.
Thank you very much, Karen. Thank you very, very much. Rabbi, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to thank all the people who are on here and came from all these different places. I would love to hear from Rachel and Luis. And I want to share with you two things. One is we're experimenting now with this Shabbat celebration. We've never done it before, and it's different than anything we've done. It opens up challenges and tremendous opportunities. We're able to do things now that we never did before, and we're able to reach people that we could never reach before, and it's really exciting. But what we're really interested in is hearing from you. When I'm on a Friday night and I'm preaching, I can see, oh, a few people just fell asleep. Oh, this guy's looking at his phone. These guys are smiling. They're laughing at my jokes. I can't do that now. I have no ability to get feedback while I'm doing it. I just do it and hope for the best. So I'm dependent on you for feedback. And if the feedback is all positive, oh, you're doing great, wonderful, keep up the good work. And really you're thinking, oh my gosh, why did he do that song? Or why did he say these crazy things? We're in bad shape. I need real feedback. Like, I like this and I didn't like this. That's what we need. Specifically, I'm interested in some of the music that we're doing. The fact that we're leaving out certain prayers and not doing as many prayers as we used to do. Some people think it's awesome. Some people think, hey, why'd you leave that out? The fact that I might call out a politician for what they're doing wrong. Sadly, it's usually the same guy over and over again, but I need to hear from people whether you think it's good or bad. Certain things I'm not changing. There's certain things I'm morally obligated to do, but I'd love to hear feedback from you and to spread the word because we're experimenting. So where the direction we go is based a lot on what we hear. There's certain things that we're going to do that are true to our mission. And I've often said, as painful as it is, I would rather lose a member than lose our mission. I would rather lose a worshiper than lose our way. We have to do certain things because we are morally obligated to do it as responsible Jews who are called upon to speak out and denounce evil, or as the Leviticus said that we read, or we share in it. But I do want to hear from everyone, and your opinions matter deeply to us. Now, and if I got my special tie on with Earth for Earth Day. In the beginning, God created the earth. Our ancestors got the time frame wrong by a few billion years and a few other details off, but they were right to celebrate Earth, which we do today. So if we could, I'd love to hear from Luis and Rachel. I haven't heard from them in a while. Do you guys can you tell us what's going on with you guys?
Luis and Rachel, hold on. Go ahead.
Hi, we're in Hoboken, New Jersey. So I'm thankful to be able to work from home, and Lou is on admin leave from State Department, so he's here at home volunteering in the community, but he still gets paid to just stay home, which is nice as well. That's what I say.
No, I want to thank the rabbi and the congregation for giving us the time and the opportunity to be able to see all of you. typically we try to make a trip at least once a year to Boca Raton and see the service, but it's the situation now makes it difficult. But you know, I'm thankful that I've been able to volunteer in this time and be able to help out my community here, so as New Yorkers, in this time of crisis. And I look to Rabbi Silver for inspiration in his work as an activist and as a spiritual leader. So thank you all.
Thank you, guys. It's great to
I
have
just want to
you.
respond quickly that the two of them have done great work out in and went to Africa, and they do a lot of humanitarian work. So it's really good to have you with us. And thanks for what you're doing. Thanks for all the great work you're doing.
Absolutely.
And it's great that we can watch this anytime. I really like that it's on YouTube for people to view. Usually I view it like on Saturday, but today I was really excited to watch it, you know, at the same time so that we could participate tonight and see everybody's faces and stuff. So I think it's a great idea that you're doing this live. And even after the, you know, Corona, it's really nice to have this opportunity for people that, you know, can't leave their house to be able to keep watching this. This is a really awesome idea. And your songs, as usual, are incredible. I always love your songs, and it's awesome that you're able to keep writing music in this time.
Hey, thanks. I'm working on a new one, My Corona. You know that song, My Sharona?
Yeah.
It's gonna be
myself. I just
My Corona.
Yeah.
Quarantine inside your house. Don't even touch your spouse. Die Corona. I'll be giving you the rest of it. I got some other lyrics that I can't really sing because they're politically incorrect. But I'll be putting this together and you'll be able to hear it. And we're going to put a lot of other stuff on the website. I got debates that I've done from years ago and interfaith dialogues. So we're going to put all types of really cool stuff on the website. So when you're isolated and you need something to do, or if you need something to listen to so you can fall asleep, I'm told I'm a great cure for insomnia. So you can just turn it on and boom, you're out.
Thank you. I don't think your music is good for insomnia. Your music's really exciting.
Thanks.
Thank you. We look forward to it.
Thank you, guys. Thanks you, Rachel and Louise. Okay, who else has their hand raised? We got Sheila. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I'll come back to you, Wendy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sheila.
Well, when you mentioned, Rabbi, the website reminded me, I want to acknowledge Sharon. You now have a YouTube channel. So you're going to be able to go directly to that for all these videos. Probably there'll be a playlist. You know how the rabbi loves specific videos, rabbi's favorites, and all kinds of things. So it's very exciting working with them, and I'm excited for you all.
Just to clarify, we now have YouTube and Faithbook, F-A-I-T-H, Faithbook. So we're moving along.
And when Sharon will tell you the link, or when you see it there, please subscribe. In the lower right, there will be a little thing that you can subscribe. And once you have 100 subscribers, then the channel can actually be named Congregation L'Dor Va-Dor rather than these whole long numbers. So, congratulations.
Thank you, Sheila. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate your help and assistance in getting that up. Thank you. Okay, Wendy. Okay, you're unmuted. Go ahead, Wendy.
It was very nice. It's very nice to see everybody and to hear everybody's nice Mother's Day stories. People who have met my mother have said to me how fortunate I am that I still have her, because most of you that are my age don't. And she's 94. And even though with all this, I'm not getting to go into my sister's house, we've set up a unique situation where I sit outside at a picture window at a table, talking to her on the phone. And what's interesting about it is she's in the Florida room with the door closed and the TV is shut off and the dogs are not there. And all the house noise in the background that normally distracts her because she has memory issues isn't distracting her. And she's looking outside and all she sees is me and some palm trees. So she's totally able to focus. So every other day we get this hour and a half of wonderful quality time. I haven't even asked my sister about going back in the house because I'm enjoying the time outside because it's just the two of us. And like I said, she's able to focus. So it's been wonderful quality time that we both enjoy. The other thing I wanted to mention to you, Rabbi, is it was another wonderful service, but it's also good because now I can show friends of mine what I've been trying to tell them about. And if they don't, they can turn it on, they can turn the service on, and after 10, 15 minutes, it isn't their cup of tea, then they don't have to watch. I have a friend of mine from up north who just moved down into Palm Isles, which is my community. And I had been telling her how regularly I had been going, when I was well, and I got the impression she was thinking I'm getting too religious on her. And I was explaining all our social activities, et cetera, et cetera. She was blown away by last week's service, absolutely blown away. She said she couldn't wait, to meet you and see you in person, in a regular service. She was so excited about it. She has a friend who lives in Delray, and she sent it to her. So, I'm calling people that I know and letting them know so they can watch it. So I think if everybody can do that with a few people, this Corona thing could, for this, could be a positive for the temple in terms of people getting to see you without being quote unquote forced to schlep to temple. They don't, So anyway, I thought you'd enjoy that. There's a few people who definitely, once we get back, are eager to go to services with me.
Well, I want to thank you, Wendy, for doing that, because what we call this here is called community spread. We're trying to spread positive energy, a rational approach to religion, and a social action-oriented religion. And you're helping with that community spread, and everybody here is participating in it. This thing could go viral, if you'll pardon the expression. I mean, this is a concept that people are waiting for, an approach to religion where people actually use their rational mind and their intelligence is not insulted. They don't have to pay lip service to supernatural beings that can realize that there's this, that we're all super and we're all natural and it's within us. And this is a concept that people are ready for. So I agree with what Wendy's saying. Spread the word. You should all be evangelicals. The word evangelical means the good news. Spread the good news. You can have a religious service and you don't have to be insulted and you can engage your rational mind. But Wendy told me something that now I'm going to have to think about. She said, if they don't like it in the first 10 minutes, they'll flip the channel or find somebody else. So now I got pressure. It's like, I think I'm going to put my best stuff up first. Because I don't want to hear something and say, oh, I didn't like that song. Click, I'm out of here. So we'll have to have something in the beginning to get their attention.
I actually, tomorrow when I see my mother, it's supposed to be rainy on Sunday. I want to make sure I get my time with her, but I never bring my computer with me. And I know when I told her about services, she's expressed lately that, she can't sit through a service, whatever. But you had so many wonderful things in the first half hour between the first video that had like 3 scenes of the Northern Lights and all those other beautiful things. And then as soon as I heard Connie Francis, I knew my Yiddish mama was coming. And so I know I'm going to have her, I will get her, I will have her watching the first half hour and how it will excite her to be able to see all those things. And I wish she could make it to the end because she would love Barbara Streisand and Hatikva. Though actually I can't fast forward the computer.
Right.
So, I may pick and choose. She obviously isn't who you're going to get to be joining the temple at 94.
That's okay. We just want to get people to be able to enjoy and get some benefit out of what we're doing. Whether they join or not it's irrelevant to me. They can affiliate with us and spread the word. And I just want to say also that we are really lucky to have Sheila Finkelstein, who really made all this happen. She is a genius when it comes to the Zooming. And it's because of her that we were able to re-Zoom our services. It's because of her that we're able to exhume the wisdom of our sages. And it's because of her that we showed that the people who thought that they could presume that we would be finished were wrong. So I thank her, and I thank Sharon, her protege, for helping out. By the way, I did consider this to be Mother Earth Day, and to celebrate Mother's Day with Mother Earth. And someone said to me, hey, that's not right. You already had an Earth Day. And I'm thinking, I said, doesn't our planet Earth deserve maybe 2 days in the year?
Yeah.
Is it so bad to celebrate?
Especially if we're going to save it, right?
Right, the source of all of our life, our Mother Earth, maybe deserves 2 days. Now, I didn't want to encroach upon Mother's Day itself, so I'm telling you what I'm going to do. For those people who think, hey, you slighted Mother's Day, you shared Mother's Day with Mother Earth, first of all, I think they should be delighted, but next week, I'm going to continue with some more Mother's Day stuff, because I've been calling my mom on this phone since we got on, and she's not responding to her to FaceTime. But next week, I'm going to get her on here. She's going to be on either through the piano or something like that. So we're going to do a little more Mother's Day, and I believe that celebrating Earth is the most important religious obligation we can do. In the past, it was important. Thousands of years ago, appreciation for Earth was important. Now it's not just important. Now it's not just something we should do because it's part of our tradition. Now, celebrating Earth and protecting Earth is a religious moral obligation, and it's essential to our survival. The Earth is in trouble now like it's never been before. And unless the religious community recognizes saving our planet as a religious obligation and moral duty of our time, then we will leave a disaster for our children. So we have to mobilize, and Earth is worth at least 2 days, and it should be worth every day. So sorry about this extra little homiletics, but I was just surprised when they said, hey, what are you celebrating Earth for? We did all that.
Thank you, Rabbi, and thank you, Wendy, for sharing about your mom. That's really special. If anybody doesn't know, Wendy Frank's mom is a Holocaust survivor. One of the few in our area left, and we're
one of the few
we're
probably
thrilled.
anywhere left.
We're thrilled to have Wendy and her mom, who came with her several times, helped us light candles, and thank you, Wendy, for sharing that. I appreciate that. Okay, we have. Hold on for a second.
Andy.
Andy, go ahead.
Oh gosh, I guess I'm not going to get on.
Sorry, Andy.
Yeah, real quick, I wanted to give the mothers another plug real quick. My favorite part of tonight's, service was that quote, and I can't give you the guy's full name, Isidore Robbie, but when he would come home from school, his mom would say, how was school today or whatever. She'd say, did you ask a good question? And he said that mom nudging him to ask good questions pushed him to become a wonderful scientist. Yeah. So I remember my mom keeping after me with my studies as well. So that's it.
Who else?
Thank you, Andy. I appreciate that. I got a couple other hands up. I'm going to go for Harris and then Gloria. Go ahead, Harris.
I just want to say, I think the services have been sensational, and we should continue that musical theme when we get back into our regular service. But more important, the other day I won 2 sets of tennis. I played a guy who was 15 years younger and won 2 straight sets, and I was lucky he was heavy. That's how I won it. And that's all I got to say.
Thank you, Harris.
And the services are terrific. And we need the music because Jews love music.
Thank you, Harris. I have Gloria Stein, who's on the
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
You can't see me, but I see you, and I want to follow the rabbi. I haven't spoken to Rabbi for a long time. We have to talk sometime, Rabbi. Anyway, I have to tell you all, I'm going to change the pace a little. I have not had a mom since I'm 19 years old. She was an amazing, peaceful person, used to make peace between her sisters. And she sang Funicula, even though she was a Jewish mother. But I want to talk about Earth loving the earth and celebrating the earth. For the past 2 months, I have not enjoyed my patio as much the entire 17 years I live where I live. I call friends and tell them I'm calling them from heaven. I have 15 banyan trees behind me
Wow.
and a big expanse, green expanse, and I take every meal outside. I'm all alone, but I'm with nature. The bluebirds are jumping from tree to tree, using the trees as a gym. I am totally enjoying my nature around me. And it's been several days that the weather has just been wonderful for me to sit outside. So I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner outside. Every morning at 8 o'clock, I tend to the little garden that my board of directors allows me to have in front of my house. And I just brought back to life 2 hibiscus that were not blooming for 2 years. So what I say is some people adopt dogs and cats. I'm adopting plants. So I'm going to end you with that. I love nature. I've always loved nature, and I'm enjoying it more than ever now that I'm stuck home for the most part. Bye, everybody. I love you.
Bye, Gloria. Thank you so much. We applaud you for taking care of nature and bringing those plants back to life and enjoying your back patio. Thank you, dear, for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay, who else do I have? Anybody else want to speak here? Margie, you haven't said anything. Margie, you want to say a word or two? Come on. Come on, Margie. Oh, wait, you got to get unmuted. Hold on. Margie, you have to unmute yourself. Go
Can
ahead,
you
Margie.
hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Okay. Hello, Shabbat Shalom to everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
I've actually been working. You know, I'm a realtor, and the first 2 weeks, everything was very, you know, people were freaked. And then all of a sudden, it's just unbelievable. I cannot believe the business that's out there right now for people buying homes, because people, I think, want to do something that's quote unquote normal. And if they're in the market, this is what they do. So I've been extremely busy. So haven't paid that much, not that much, as much attention as I wanted to L'Dor Va-Dor. Plus my daughter-in-law is due in 10 days. Today was her birthday, so she's going to be induced 10 days from now.
Wow.
And there's a lot of drama there because my son's a doctor, she's a doctor, the COVID. I mean, it's just crazy. So it's been kind of challenging. But the good thing is everything is happy, and I wish everybody, you know, wonderful times. And really, you have to stay very, very aware when you're out there. Absolutely. And the services are great, I have to say, beautiful. And that thing, I did see the beginning of the service with Mrs. Ostrell talking about her mother. Oh my God, that was beautiful. It was wonderful. And we're so lucky to be able to be involved in a congregation that allows the congregants to come, because to me, it was so personal. It's like I knew these people. So, great job, everybody. Stay well.
Thank you, Margie, and thank you, and mazel tov to your daughter. May she have be safe and be healthy with the new baby. We haven't heard from Emily. Okay.
I just want to say my daughter logged off, but I got a text from her. Very complimentary, Rabbi Barry, to you from my grandson, William, who, an unusual kid. You know, this is a multiracial kid who is taught Hebrew school in his Reconstructionist congregation. When I tried to tell him about our services and what we do, I kind of got poo-pooed because he was a little bit more traditional. He was blown away. He thought you were terrific. He thought it was wonderful. So, and my son already loves the whole idea. So slowly I'm roping in the family.
Thank you.
Which is good.
Thank you very much.
So I'm going to say good night, guys.
Okay.
Good night, honey. Valerie, we want to wish Valerie a happy birthday tomorrow morning. Valerie,
Happy birthday.
Valerie
Thank
did the
you.
Kiddush for us tonight.
You did a great job, Valerie.
Very good.
Very good. Happy
Thank
birthday.
you. Mishka.
Thank you.
Hi, Mishka. Okay. So does anybody else want to say anything or share? Debbie Kahn, you want to say anything? Gotta unmute you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're
Happy
okay,
Mother's Day, everybody. I just finished the service, so I was a little late coming here because I did the whole service first. And I thought it was great. Doing a great job. Thanks.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you. Wendy's got her hand up. Okay. Go ahead, Wendy.
I wanted to ask Margie, being that her daughter is giving birth in 10 days, and where she lives, what kind of what's going to be different than the usual birth? Are they going to let her husband in or no? Because I know a few weeks ago in New York, they started letting husbands in again.
Thank you for that question. No, thanks for the question. No, well, you know, both of my daughter-in-laws are endocrinologists at Johns Hopkins, and my son is a psychiatrist at University of Maryland, Baltimore. So
Wow.
my daughter-in-law has actually been telemedicine for the past month and a half. They told her, you know, not to come into the hospital, so it's good that she can telemedicine. So basically when it happens, because she has gestational diabetes, which is a problem, and she also has asthma. So those two things are very, very dangerous with the COVID. So she will be induced May 18. My son will be able to be with her, but that's it. So that's a good thing. Bad thing is I won't be able to be there. So they have to have, they know a young nurse who's going to stay, because I have a 3.5-year-old grandson. But my son was actually self-isolating because his boss came in contact with the COVID patient and she had the virus, but he was just released from prison yesterday, so he's able to help again. So, you know, a lot of stuff is going on, and, you know, when you have little children in the mix, that's a whole other thing, as I'm sure a lot of you know. You know, when the kids know what's going on, but do they really understand that 3.5? So it's, you know, everything is disruptive, but thank God my daughter-in-law's doing well, and my son will be able to be with her, but she'll probably have to be in the hospital for 2 days. So that's it. But
Thank you,
thanks.
Margie.
And as we say, luckily, you know, the babies, even if my daughter-in-law hopefully will not get sick, but if she does, they're finding, you know, the babies are usually, you know, fine. But, you know, the whole thing is just, you know, scary. So we just, yeah, really. But thanks.
Thank you, Margie. Good luck.
Sharon?
Okay, hold on, we got Suzanne wants to speak. Go ahead, Suzanne. Nope, you're on mute. Suzanne, unmute yourself.
I did unmute myself.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Shabbat shalom. Have a great
Shalom.
night. Hope y'all are safe. And happy
Thank
Mother's
you.
Day.
Thank you. Who haven't we heard from? We haven't heard from Stacy. Stacy, want to say hi?
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I did have to work today. It's a 10-hour shift, and I'm a little tired, but it's good to see everybody, and Shabbat Shalom, and Happy
Shabbat
Mother's
shalom.
Day.
Happy
Thanks.
Mother's Day. Thank you, everybody. I think we're just about at the end here. Rabbi, did you have anything
Yeah, I
else?
just
you
want to
wanted
make a concluding comment. I do want to thank everybody for watching and sticking around to the end. And I'm going to give a virtual hug to everybody here. A hug stands for humanity's unlimited goodness. We can convey these hugs even across the internet in the deeds that we do. So let us continue to hug. Let us continue to socially connect. Let us not let this virus get us down. We can use this as opportunities, especially for self-reflection and for our world and our planet to reflect. And I'm going to share with you a priestly benediction. Yivorecha Adonai v'yishmorecha. May you be blessed and protected from this dreadful virus and from the plagues of ignorance and indolence and indifference that affect this world and spread. Ya'ir Adonai panav elecha v'yuchoneka. May the light of love shine upon you always and shine from you. Yisar Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May you be lifted up by the power of love. And recognize that when we all work together and we all join together for a good cause, that we can accomplish anything and defeat any virus. Let us show that this will not get us down. We'll overcome it. And in some ways, we're going to learn and grow from it as we are as a congregation learning. And I'm sure each one of us can use this time to get to know ourselves better, to get to know our friends and our spouses and our families better, and to use this time to reflect on where are we going in our life? What are our priorities? And when this is over, how are we going to change and how are we going to be different? So let us learn from this experience. And thank you again, everybody, for sharing these precious moments together.
Thank
Shabbat
you
shalom.
all.
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
shalom. May we be healthy, happy. Thank you all. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, guys. Ma, Dad, I'll speak to you soon.